Hello, universe! Hello, world! Hello, Philippines! Kumusta naman ang Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao? This is again your host, Marlene Craig of Kumusta Ka Bagong Pilipinas, ang bagong talk show ng bayan para sa OFWs, mga seafarers, at lahat ng mga Filipinos who live abroad or who reside abroad and ng mga pamilya nila dito sa Pilipinas. So with me today is of course my debonair host or co-host, Dr. Conrado Pereira's PhD. And as we know, he's an economist by training, entrepreneur by choice, an advocate for wellness, health and wellness, and teaching a fellow at the Institute of Corporate Directors Philippines. Ayan, you wanna say hi?
Magandang araw po sa lahat ng viewers ng palatuntunang ito. Kamusta ka bagong Pilipinas? I'm delighted to be back, MK. I look
Yes.
always forward to these Wednesday mornings.
Yan, nagtataka kayo wala yung si Miss Ganda namin, yung aming millennial host na si Miss DJ Rina. Oy, dumating na pala, DJ Rina. So, pwede ka na ring pumunta rito. Kaya lang paano kita bibigyan ng microphone? Alright, habang nakatutok sila sa akin, pwede ka dun sa kaliwa. Dumating na ating magandang millennial host, si Miss DJ Rina, ang ating executive marketing and advertising person ng Kamusta Ka. Alright, so ang topic natin ngayon is so nice, Conrad.
Mhm.
I mean, it's for everyone na nagmamahal pa o may mga issue pa sa pag-ibig. Kasi sabi nila, love without boundaries attract pain. Ano bang Tagalog nun? Pag-ibig na
Hanggang.
walang hanggan, walang boundaries,
Ano
walang
to?
may standard.
Post-Valentine program.
No continuation.
Oh, I see.
Kasi pinag-usapan namin yung love without peace
I will
is no love. Ngayon naman, love without boundaries attract pain. 'Di ba? So, love should feel safe. Do you agree?
Yes, of course. Safety, respect, and peace. These are the foundations of love.
Yan. At minamaltrato ka daw ng mga tao or ng karelasyon mo dahil pumapayag ka.
Yes.
At alam nilang pumapayag ka.
Sa amin, yung sinasabi ng under, that's out of love yon. But of course, there should be boundaries.
Hmm. Ayan. So, babatiin natin muna ang ating mga kababayang OFWs. Ang dami na nating nagjo-join sa Kamusta Ka Bagong Pilipinas Facebook. Mga mariners, mga engineers, mga chef. Halo po kayo dyan, ang ating mga kamarino dyan. At lahat ng mga Filipinong babaeng nakikinig ngayon kasi para sa inyo po ito. Hindi kami nagki-care para sa men. Hindi, ang pag-usapin muna natin ang mga babae kasi nagkaroon tayo ng vowsy. The reason why there was a law against violence against women kasi mas marami ang women ang nasasaktan physically, emotionally, and mentally. So,
Baka naman ayaw lang ipakita ng mga lalaki,
pero meron din mga lalaking na-abuse.
battered men.
Pero for today, let's talk about abuse for women. So, bago tayo magsimula, gusto kong ipaalala na ang episode na to ay tungkol sa pag-ibig, love boundaries, at kung paano magmahal ng hindi nawawala sa sarili. Yung loving without losing yourself. Sa English yon. So, kung may parte ang kwento namin today, tumutukoy sa inyo at kakaroon kayo ng flashback, negative flashback, ay huminga muna po kayo. Breathe, and then balik na lang kayo sa amin uli.
Datiin mo muna si
Yes,
yun na.
dumating na yung ating beautiful millennial host, Miss DJ Rina.
Ay, good morning, MK. Nako, sobrang traffic.
Oh, what's new?
The story of our lives.
Yes, it's really fun being part of this segment again. Talagang ayokong ma-miss to. It's because it's very special. And this is Love Month. Lahat sana maka-experience ng deserve nilang pagmamahal, and that we would want to emphasize to our viewers. Good morning again. This is DJ Rina. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube. Ayan. And also TikTok. We're also live. We're also live sa aming page. We are so active sa aming social media, so don't forget to follow us. Don't also forget to follow DJ Rina. But then again, let us remind that there is the best love that we are all deserve, and we deserve. We are designed for it, and that we would want to remind you today and for the rest of the
And
month.
that's why, February ngayon, that's why ang topic is Feb-ibig.
Feb.
Feb-ibig. Ang galing talaga ng mga millennials at mga Gen Z mag-gawa ng acronyms, no? Feb-ibig. So, anyway, ano ba yung boundaries na yan? So, ikaw, meron ka bang standard? Kasi ang boundaries is standard. The things that I do want you or the things that you can and you cannot do
The things,
uh,
the
with
things,
me around.
yeah, the things that you call boundaries. For example, what do men want in a marriage or in a relationship? Number one, they want peace. So anything that invades that peace crosses the
Boundary.
boundaries. Number two, they need respect.
Mm,
So
importante.
when their partner exhibits disrespect, that is also crossing
Their boundary.
their boundaries. Ano pa? So they need peace, they need respect, they need harmony in the relationship. Anytime that the relationship is converted to a battleground, that means the boundaries have also been
Yeah.
crossed.
But who started it? Yan ang ating malaman. Kasi sometimes it happens to people na walang emotional quotient.
But
Yung
normally the women started.
ah, debatable. So, ikaw Rina, how would you define your personal boundaries? 'Di ba? Ano yung mga parts ng buong pagkatao mo ang dapat sinesatan mo ng standard?
Well, I have been through a lot, no. For now, I would want to emphasize that physical abuse is not acceptable. Your peace is really important. Also, siguro yung yung freedom to live the way you want it. Kasi napaka laki ng impact nun sa trauma, eh. Tapos magkakaroon ka ng trauma bond and all, hahanap-hanapin mo, and that I think is never acceptable. You are designed and you're here to live happily and somehow know what you deserve. So, for that one, you have to have a clear definition also of what is self-love and what is love really. How do you define? If they are going to ask you, what is the safe love for you? And I think I asked that to myself already. And that is living peacefully na if that person is your comfort and that is love. If that person really accepts who you are and you're living the best way possible na tanggap ka niya and all absolute respect, that is somehow love for me. And
So,
that is the limitation.
So kasama
So
sa rules mo
physical.
yan and laws.
Yeah.
Parang rule and laws mo yan eh, bylaws mo personally. So, ang definition ko sa personal boundaries is yung you set some standards or rules how others will treat you.
Mm.
Okay? And it could be physical. Ayaw mo yung touchy-touchy, di ba?
Mm.
Marami noon kasi nung panahon namin sa baby boomers, lalo sa airlines, pwede kang hawak-hawakan ni kapitan or ng senior. So, there are times when you have to set your
I
standard.
think I made the wrong profession.
Familiarity, bridge contempt. Kaya laging nakalagay dyan sa training.
Familiarity
Avoid
breeds.
familiarity.
Familiarity breeds attempt.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I think.
So, yung physical boundaries ko, yan ang magiging non-negotiable ko. Yung sasaktan mo din ako.
Oo.
Diba? Pag yung kahit push lang, it starts daw with the push or start with holding your hand.
Pero si Rina, ang boundary niya, yung physical violence. I
Yeah.
think physical violence is a no-no in any
Sa inyo rin, di ba?
situation. Yes.
Yeah.
Because the moment you physically attack someone, not only your loved one, but anybody for that matter, that should be a standard, no? That should be resorted to.
That's a criminal offense.
Yes.
Mhm.
Ang mas importante sa akin yung sinasaktan ng loob mo.
Mhm.
So, and without the person knowing that she's hurting you, that is something that needs to be addressed almost always immediately.
And I think it should be balanced, no? The physical and emotional, because emotional is really some kind of traumatic, hindi lang yung physical eh.
True,
So
kaya
it
sabi nga
should
nila,
come hand in
ang
hand.
abuse hindi lang yung may pasa.
Mm-mm.
Meron
Yeah.
yung mga imbalance hormones dahil naapektuhan yung na-abuse mentally
Women,
and emotionally.
women, when they attack you physically, to me, that's okay. That may be a sign of love or respect. Pero yung men doing the violence, yun, that crosses
Yes,
the
absolutely.
boundary.
So, dapat nating paalala sa mga Gen Z, mga bagong lovers dyan, bago kayo maging lovers, talaga yung physical boundary, irespeto nyo. Yung space, hindi lang yung sasaktan mo siya ang sinasabi naming boundary.
Manipulation as well. Manipulation.
Later on, manipulation. Pero physical muna tayo.
Okay.
So, yung gusto mo mapag-isa minsan, please leave me alone. Can I think? I just wanna be alone. Minsan, ayaw ka pang maging alone nung kasama. No, we must talk this out. Yung hindi nila alam yung, no, let's talk later. I just want to be alone now. Yun, space yun. Diba? We should respect that. Tapos yung privacy mo nga, diba? There are times na, can I talk to my friends or to my mom? Minsan yung boyfriend mo, husband, bakit ano bang pinag-usapan mo? Anong hindi ko alam? Those are private matters and there are things na you don't want to laundry your home problems at home with your parents, 'di ba, to your husband. Kung pwede lang i-spare mo ang family mo, 'di ba? So that's also privacy. Pero minsan pakialamero tayo. Ano ba talaga pinag-uusapan niyo?
Pero privacy kasi is relative.
Oh,
Like my phone.
that too.
I make my phone available because there are no secrets in my
Yes,
phone.
correct.
If you keep guarding your phone,
I mean, there's something.
there must be a secret you're hiding
Mm-mm.
from me. So that is the beginning of
Correct.
distrust.
There's exception to the rule naman.
Yes.
Kasi if you really love someone and you're living with that someone and that someone trusts you so much, tapos meron kang tinatago, sabi mo privacy, why? Parang
Lock yung phone.
nakalock mo yung phone mo, tapos hinawakan ka lang, galit ka na, whatever. So, there's a reason. So, dapat, pag wala kang tinatago, as you said, it's okay.
Ako, my phone lies everywhere. When it rings and I'm not around, it's all right for my
Right.
wife to pick it up
Yeah.
and answer the phone. And I do the same.
Yeah.
I do the same. But I don't deliberately go and look over her phone and see what is there. No, I trust her that there's
Yes.
nothing there that will surprise me.
Yun the word. Meron nag-comment kasi I told them about our topic. Hi, Dr. Lisa. Sabi niya, when the trust is gone, that relationship is broken.
Yeah, yeah.
Di ba? Kasi nga, yan, yung hindi mo trust, marami ka na palang, agam-agam mo na, ano kayo mga yan sa cellphone? Anyway, those are the privacy na dapat pinag-uusapan yung boundary na yan. Di ba? Kasi, like for example, sabihin ko, oh, you're not allowed to look into my cell phone.
Why?
Oh, di ba? Anong sasabihin mo?
Why?
Why? Sabi niya, because it's private. I don't want you to see
Why
things that I'm talking to with my friends.
you want to keep everything private? Why did you get married or why did you enter into this relationship in the first place?
Yes. Transparency is always there. So
Transparency.
Correct.
is,
Privacy, but there should be transparency.
yeah.
Why you want that privacy, right?
Yeah.
Di ba?
It should come out naturally na, let's say for example, you had a meeting with an opposite sex and it's just right to I have a meeting or we had a meeting with this and that, so that just to promote the peace and at the same time respect na rin na hindi
Oh.
na kailangan hilingin.
O baka naman may mga private matters sa company and your boss said guard it over your life. Baka andun sa Gmail mo. So parang you guard it. Pero you can explain naman to your husband they will always honey, I'm sorry, but there's something in the office that I don't want it to disclose or you might read
But to
things.
me, anything that happens to you is my concern, whether it's in the office, with your family, with your friends. Not that I want to know, but
Yan,
I have
debatable
concern.
na yan, no? So, ayan, pag may tinatago ka talagang iba na yan. For me, ha, ako, non-negotiable yan. Yung may tatago ka sa akin, I cannot
Mm.
look at your cellphone. Hindi naman ako magpa-pry over mga Gmails.
Pero ako, may rule ako dyan eh.
Ano?
If you don't want to know the answer, don't ask the question.
Oh, that's also true.
But
Anyway,
well, when my wife travels on a business trip, I don't give her a call in the middle of a meeting or in the middle of the night just to find out how she is. I assume that if there is a problem, she will call me. She
Oh.
does the same.
anyway, pero ang malala na pinag-uusapan natin ngayon ay yung physical abuse talaga. Yung it starts daw with shaking you o kaya holding your hand o kaya ano pa yon yung sampal ba kaagad?
Oh, definitely it's a process eh. Una
Push
mumuluhin ka
daw.
yan.
Correct. Oh yeah.
Pangalawa, there is a small physical pinching or slapping. And
Or push.
eventually when you tolerate those without correcting, it goes up to the
Maging black
higher
and blue
level
na.
of slapping,
Suntok,
pushing,
pushing.
punching, kicking, and all of it, mura and all. So we should know what to tolerate. And from the very face of that, we should correct it already. And it should not be welcomed. Not anymore. There should be a boundary initially. There should be a level of clarity of what you have to take and you can take in that relationship. Hello, we are in a relationship to at least have someone to take good care of us and not the other way around, not someone to kill us, not someone to hurt us, and we're nobody's entitled
Or
to that.
discolor our face or disfigure our face.
Yes.
May auntie ako na nawalan ng mata dahil pinush siya ng husband niya tumama siya corner so naging blind siya. Imagine yung sorry, wala na akong mata. Ay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
as a father, ito yung question namin sa'yo.
No, I think the question is what leads to that physical violence. It doesn't happen just like that.
Correct.
There's a deeper issue that goes with it. For example, you're hiding a secret. You're doing things behind his back and you don't want to disclose.
Oh, may reason na para umbagin ka?
Is that a big
Yun na nga, emotional upset yun eh. And the physical violence follows because of the non-resolution
But
of an
what
issue.
if repetitive? Maybe.
No,
I
it's,
don't want to
Excuse
like
at first.
Yeah, I don't want to put into perspective that not whatever reason it is, there is no one who has the right to hurt anybody.
Yeah.
But if given the chance that there is really a huge like a life and that reason, maybe. But then again, is it really the way we should deal with things?
no, as
Yeah.
I said, there is no excuse for physical
Yeah.
violence.
Correct.
That is the rule that you need to set.
Yes.
If you have to quarrel, let's quarrel without
Yes,
physical violence.
yan ang boundary na sinasabi ko. Kasi sa mga courtship, dapat during the courtship, importante na pinagsasabihan mo na yung naniligaw sa iyo kung ano yung mga boundaries mo. Kasi para to avoid conflict later on. Kasi nga, to avoid pain, sabi nila kung wala kang boundaries, akala niya everything is okay. So pag sinet mo, ako number one talaga. First, sabi ko, cheating, infidelity.
Mhm.
No. Then yung physical, even just a push or shaking me. So tama yung sinasabi mo. We can talk about it and if you think we cannot agree anymore, then let's separate. Minsan ginawa ko yan. Isa kong ex, lalo niya akong shinake. Kala mo makakaalis ka? So it's so easy. Parang mas lalo siyang nagalit dun sa sinabi ko. What do you think? Anong sinabi mo sa daughter mo when nag-start na siya magdalaga at probably, Daddy, may crush ako. I'm eyeing on a guy. So, alam mo na magkakaroon na ng relationship. Did your wife and you say something?
No, we give them enough latitude to behave the way they are taught in school,
Mm?
the way they see things at home. We don't set rules necessarily just to prevent them from doing something, but we send them to school, to a Catholic education, so that they know what is right from what is wrong. It is only when you see that they are trespassing the boundaries that you need to call their attention. For example, they would tell us my daughter's first date in the U.S. was from a Cambodian, and when he said, "If you order, you have to eat it all. If you leave something, you will have to pay for it." My daughter just stood up and went, "Oh, that is not the way you treat
You treat
my
first
daughter."
date?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
yeah. So you're an Asian pretending to be an American,
Uh-uh.
adapting the
Culture.
rules they have. Um, you cannot take that sitting down.
True.
I would
How
do the
about
same.
you? Anong sasabihin mo? I think I'll stand up too.
Oh, I'll live definitely. But it's not easy, it's not easy when the person you love most is treating you that. There's always at the back of your head na, oh,
Courting pa lang.
yeah, maybe, but you really like the guy. But again, if it's courting, you know already the green flags and the red flags of our relationship and that you should weigh already. Kasi bago ka pa man pumasok dyan kung ganun na yung sitwasyon, pull yourself
That's why
up.
do you agree with me, guys, na it's important na you know who you are. Yung alam mo na yung mga do's and don'ts and the things that what people can do to you and they should not cross over. The things na hindi talaga acceptable, non-negotiable.
Yeah.
Pero lahat ng mga yan, wala yan when you're in love. When you're in love, there are no boundaries. Until you...
Kanta yun. Totoo nga bang walang boundaries?
Yeah, when you're in love.
Hindi, yung pagmamahal, walang boundaries.
Oh.
Pero yung boundaries na nananakit, meron.
No,
Standard.
that's how you manifest your love eh. How can you love someone and hurt that person?
Yeah,
True.
absolutely.
I mean, ano yun, those are inconsistencies. So, kung ganun ang ginagawa nung partner mo, alam mo kagad wala siyang
Pagmamahal
principles.
tunay. True. So anyway, so I'm going back to kasi yung mga, alam ko mga Gen Z matatalino na ngayon. Pero some of us na not brought up well, how to be, how to look for red flags. Hindi ka nila alam kung ano yung red flags eh, sa relationship. Because dapat sa courtship pa lang, yung first you have to be ready with yourself. Yung meron ka ng pagmamahal sa sarili mo. Kasi you don't set boundaries to yourself pag hindi mo alam yung mga things that are priorities to you, things that are very dear to you, yung hindi dapat mangyari sa'yo. So, sineset na natin yon. So, sa physical, no tayo, pati ikaw I'm sure you will never allow your daughter to be hurt by anybody. Anong sinabi mo? Did you ever say, pag
Sabi
sinaktan
ko,
ka?
darling, if someone is courting you and hurts you, sabihin mo sa kanya, isang bala ka lang.
I like that.
Fernando po. Pero again,
Oh,
for you as parents, if you realize that there is violence in terms of emotional and physical, let's say, what will you do as parents?
Okay. Kami, ang usapan namin, when there is violence, it's time to go.
yeah.
There are no second chances.
Yeah.
Because yung small violence lead to more
Bigger.
violence.
Yeah.
Starts nga daw small eh.
That's one. Like for example, falling out of love doesn't happen overnight. It erodes slowly. And then you wake up one day, wala na.
Yes.
No? So yung violence, ganun din. Umpisa sa minumura ka. Sa next time around, hindi sumusulpot sa usapan ninyo. Pangatlo, konting spark lang, nagiging
Galit
kayo.
na. Galit na.
Hindi man sa'yo, basagin niya yung
Correct.
windshield ng kotse mo or niya.
Oo.
Or bangs his head against the wall. Hurts somebody and hurts himself at the same time. So violence is not on the
It
table.
should not be.
Yeah.
Gonna be.
Saka yung breaking things in front of you. Di ba? At home, nakakatakot din yun.
I was watching The Godfather the other night, and when this girl was jealous of the husband, she started taking off all the breakables. Yung mga plato.
Baka ma-break.
Uh, what do you do in those situations? Kaya nagiging violent yung lalaki dahil sa mga ganong behavior. So there are behaviors
Triggered.
that trigger violence, but it's no excuse. It's no excuse.
Still no excuse, di ba?
Yeah.
Kaya from the start, tama yung sinabi nyo na, oy, sabi, pwede bang pag-usapan lagi? One time, if you'll be super angry, maybe you should leave the house first. Kaya nang karami ng mga lalaki, when they're so angry, they leave the house.
My wife, in not so many ways, says, if you hurt me, I will leave you.
Ako rin. If you hurt me, I'll leave you. Ako
I
yung
think
una.
I learned the hard way. You know that. I learned the hard way for like 21 years of my existence being in I don't know if it's a wrong relationship or what, but somehow I tolerated everything, like beyond borders. And one day I just woke up and then going back to myself because madidrain ka, una. And then you will have the trauma. Thirdly is you will question your worth. Fourth is that it seems like there's no way to go but to go back to yourself, loving yourself. And that really the worst ever that I had to experience na, okay, wala na pala ako. I am drained. I am so much depleted. I am rock bottom. I don't have self respect anymore. And that I have to regain whatever I've lost. And that I'm in the process all throughout the year from last year up to this moment. And so far, so good. Something good is happening. But to be transparent into this discussion, I was once that girl inside of that comfort room, inside of that room, under that pillow, crying, screaming out loud. Nobody would listen. Nobody should know about it. And I should like bury it all. It's because there are people who will gonna be influenced, or there are people who will gonna be affected, like my children, my image with people, like the commitment to my parents, and how to be a good daughter to them. It's because failed marriage is like failing their expectations as well. So a lot of reasons.
I think it's a
Cultural.
it's a question of tolerance. So si Rina, ang tolerance level niya mataas. Mataas. Kaya tumagal ng 21 years only to wake up. There's no sense in all of this. Why will I tolerate violence against myself? Ako kasi we were schooled in the idea that when you love someone, you forget about yourself. Everything is
Sacrifice. Love is sacrifice.
Yes.
Tiis.
Love is sacrifice. But in the words of Ayn Rand, when you sacrifice, it's not real sacrifice. When you sacrifice because it makes you happy, so it's really doing it for yourself, not for the other person. So there is no
It
excuse.
makes you happy.
Yes, it makes you happy.
So yung sacrifice na yan, yung it makes you happy to do it for you.
Yes, it's
Masaya ako na sinasaktan ako.
enthusiasm.
Wag na
God, really?
Hindi, meron yung sacrifice. Gaya yung, I don't wanna divulge, yung kilala ko. Yung dinedate ng aking kilala. Na, binibigay niya yung karne. I was telling you, right? The best part of the meat.
Oo.
And then he kept the harder part for himself. And then the girl says, "Let me try yours." He said, "Oh, why yours is so hard? Mine is so good. Try it." I said, "No, I gave you the best part."
Not everything that's hard is good.
The softer part.
Pero beyond the physical violence, there are many ways of violence. Yung manipulation, manipulating the emotions of
Emotional.
people. That's part of the game actually.
Correct.
Part of the game.
Yan yung boundaries ko rin na emotionally, yung feelings mo nahu-hurt na. And yung responsibilities from others protecting against yan emotional manipulation, yung naapektuhan ka na talaga, may manipulation na dun eh. Nama-manipulate ba yun? Yung parang, oo, 'pag sinabi ko 'to, alam ko masasaktan siya even hindi mo siya i-hurt physically, 'di ba?
Mm.
And manipulation, I think I have experienced firsthand that that person would call your circle, telling things about you, bad things about you, so that they're gonna be hurt. They're gonna come to you and tell you how bad you are,
Mm.
and their expectations to you. They're gonna He'll gonna do everything to make you a bad image,
Yeah.
and also he will fabricate stories telling people so that you will not be able to have a kakampi, or somebody
Mm.
would comfort you or go to you. It's because he wanted you to somehow have that miserable life that
Yeah.
no one would stand for you, and that is
I
manipulation.
I can imagine merong ganyan, eh, the guy gossip about you para siya yung
Bida.
bida.
Yeah.
Tapos ikaw yung baba para alam ng mga friends niya na hindi sila magagalit sa kanya pero he's really the bad one.
He will play the victim.
You know what? He's not a gentleman. There's one person, Mr. Krag, I wanna tell you. Doon tumaas talaga yung respeto ko kay Mr. Krag. He's in heaven. Hi. Anyway, when I studied abroad, people see me, I go out, maybe see me in the party, dancing, and then somebody saw me at the airport. I hug somebody and kiss before I leave. So they told my husband, your wife is fooling around. Ganon. You know what my husband though said? Let's not talk of my wife. She's not here to defend herself.
Oh my God.
That's what you call confidence.
Diba?
Confidence. Yeah.
Some-
Security.
Parang nasampal. And this is a famous guy.
And I wish
Very famous
that
guy na
same love
nasampal siya sa
will
words ni
find me.
Mr. Krag.
I wish that same love will find me.
Yeah, di ba? Wag natin pag-usapan yung wala dito.
Mas-
Kung Tagalog yan.
Ilang confidence yun eh. Trust.
Trust.
Yeah.
Trust.
And respect.
And respect.
Gentleman.
That's the real gentleman gesture.
Peace,
And self
respect,
him.
trust. These are the basic foundations of a very good relationship.
Kunento yan ng
Which,
nag-friend ko kasi grupo andun lahat sila sa party.
but one of the responsibilities of a partner is not to subject your partner to a situation where he will feel being manipulated, emaciated, or insulted. That's your responsibility. So don't expect him to behave as a saint, no? I don't claim to be a saint, but I want to make sure that in my public appearances or even in private, that I don't get into a situation where the reputation and the feelings of my partner
Yeah,
subject,
mapapahiya.
are subject to a test.
Sa embarrassment. True, 'di ba? And that's yan din na, 'di ba? Yung parang ano ka ba naman, you were so drunk and all my colleagues saw you like you made a fool of yourself. Parang those are things also that we should take care of. Kasi to save face for our partners. Kasi minsan baka dun kayo masasampal eh. Kung yung girl yung nagwala-wala-wala sa bar or whatever, 'di ba?
One thing I learned about relationship is that first you really have to love yourself and then protect the other. It's because nobody would understand that person better than you are. And you got to take accountability of him or of her. Maybe you argue within, kumbaga sa closed door, but never publicize it.
Correct.
Always protect and be the protector of that someone, of that special someone in public. You might be enemies in private, but in public, please do. Second is that, sabi nga ni Doc Conrad, you have to have that a room of imperfection, and you have to embrace that. Alam mo kung saan siya mahina, kung may hindi siya talaga sweet you got to tell him.
Mm.
And you have to be transparent na Oy, dapat you have to be that person who would protect me. You should be that person who would stand for me and I'll do the same. And let's should not find each other yung fault, but try to find the beautiful things between us. Because we normalize that eh. Nowadays, every relationship, parang tinututukan natin yung pagkakamali ng tao. But what about the beautiful things? It should be balanced. Na kapag kagalit ka, okay, it's easier said than done, pero baka pwede nating pilitin. And patience is there. There is one person that I love talking about because the patience that he exudes is really unmatched in everything that he does. And just like Sir Conrad, he's the epitome of really a good person. And he's my father and Sir Conrad.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So anyway, yung sinasabi mo, importante talaga to set your boundaries. Sabihin mo na talaga during courtship. It's really important kasi andyan pa yung ating mental boundaries. Guidelines for lending or sharing personal possession. Ay, material na pala yun. Sa mental is yung thoughts mo. Minsan, binabara ka ng partner mo, this is my thinking. Yung parang minsan, ano ba yung mga, then he he or she shames you in front of others.
Ano?
You have to respect how people thinks. That's how he thinks and how he feels.
Pag
You know,
ginagawa,
that has to be respected.
pag ginagawa yan, MK, red flags na yan.
Yeah, di ba?
Imagine you're always corrected by your partner in public.
Pero may ganun, no?
Oo, pati yung English,
Humiliate.
correct niya. Red flags yan. But these are things that are not taught eh. They're not learned. They're common sense.
Yeah. So dapat yung boyfriend mo talaga maging partner, may good manners and right conduct at may EQ. Importante yung emotional intelligence kasi he'll be self-aware. Saka yung mga values niya, he will know what's good for you is good for the other person. Pag meron kang core values, may core values din. Then you respect, may empathy ka in emotional intelligence.
Pero kung minsan,
Self-regulated ka.
kung minsan kasi yung lalaki, there are things that they do that even though they're subjected to criticisms by others, especially your partner, nasa sayo na yan kung pakikinggan mo o hindi. My wife will always tell me, kiddingly, I drive better than you. And then I say, let me recall how many accidents you had this year, and I had none. You cannot claim to be a better driver than me because you have accidents on the road.
So, don't argue na lang because you know better, di ba?
Yeah.
How do you do it?
You just keep quiet.
Yes, di ba?
Agree. Just say agree.
You know what? If you are smart and intelligent and really matured, you just smile. Okay.
Iba kasi yung tunay sa tinetest lang yung ano mo eh.
Kasi like,
Patience.
pag sabihin sa kanya, alam mo yan si MK, stupid yan, hindi naman yan maganda. Hindi, if somebody tells me that, even if you would tell me, I know who I am, I know, ang ganda ko, may mirror ako, alam ko yung intelligence ko, alam ko yung weaknesses ko. So, nobody can put you down because you know who you are. And it's important in love. Kung kilala mo kung sino ka at ano yung mga priorities, ano mga value, the things that you value most, like self-love. I love myself. Ayoko kaya masaktan. I don't like masaktan. You know? Injection nga masakit. Di ba? Masaktan pa. So, yun ang mga boundaries na dapat sinasabi na natin. Yung mental, you have to respect how I think. I mean, you can tell me how you think and let's see whether I agree.
Yes.
Di ba?
To be kasi yung at least the women I've known, they're looking for leadership on their men. No? Pero kung sunod-sunuran ka lang, siyempre mamanipulate
Correct.
niya. Number two, kailangan you should not lose your purpose just because somebody else wanted to dominate.
Correct.
In the end kasi yun ang basis ng respect sa iyo na you don't sacrifice your purpose for someone else.
Yeah.
In other words, you don't live your life
Yeah.
for someone else.
Yan nga sinasabi na you're leaving yourself. You're losing yourself.
Yes.
Yeah?
And making yourself always available is also
Correct. Yan ang
Amazing, no?
nakuan ko daw. If you want the men to always run after you, don't make yourself too available?
But, pero ako,
Debatable naman yun.
I want my partner to be always available.
Ako din.
Me.
Well, it's
When I'm
always-
available.
Well, if it's in the courting, I think, in the courting space, we can do that. That's the scarcity mentality wherein we make value more when we are scarce in terms of attention and presence. But what about when you are in marriage, you're already in a relationship? That's also another discussion wherein you cannot play scarcity mentality. You cannot, I mean, a scarcity game wherein you work all the time, and then does he need or she need to ask for a schedule for you to meet? I think that's not also
It's too
doable.
much. Yeah.
Hindi na natural yan.
Yeah.
Pero,
So maybe in the courting stage that we play that game. But once in a relationship, in absolute respect to that person you are with, you got to find time.
in a
Game na yan,
Yeah.
playing games na yan.
relationship kasi it's filling the gaps.
Mm,
For
yes.
example, when I was at the peak of my career, I was less available to do menial tasks, fetching the children, driving them to school. My wife filled that gap, or we look for an alternative, a bus ride
Mm,
or co-sharing.
mm-mm.
It's finding the solution. Pero ngayon, my wife is very busy. I have more discretionary time. I do those menial tasks.
Yeah. The things she cannot do.
Yeah.
It
But
should be.
I'm so happy my wife has not really relinquished her wifely duties, like going to the market.
Oh, bakit ayaw mo punta ng market?
I like going to the market, but I want to eat.
Better stay home. Anyway, so ayan yung mga boundaries, no? Emotional, mental, yung they should value your thoughts, your opinions. Because these are opinions, you know? And also na ngayon, material boundaries pala. Guidelines for lending or sharing personal possessions. Yung pinahiram pala niya yung things mo sa cousin niya. Nangyari na ba yon? Yung tennis racket mo, pinahiram niya sa friend niya without asking you.
I think the key is always asking for permission before you do it. Because those are personal
Possession.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Private yun. Sa'yo yun, di ba? You have to ask.
And with all due respect naman dun sa part na hindi
Pero may
naman
mga asawang ganyan, di na nagpapaalam, no? They just take it and then lend it.
no.
Wala ka kasi, basta ako na lang nagpahiram. Money pa. Yung accounts nyo, nalaman mo na lang pinahiram pala sa pinsan.
Yeah.
Akala mo hindi mo makikita. So those are the boundaries that they should not cross. So depende sa isang tao yan.
Common sense naman yun. These are shared resources.
Pero may mga ganun.
Um,
Kabastusan na
it's
yan.
either overconfidence or lack of respect.
Yeah. And lack of what?
Self-respect.
Self-respect. Hindi naturuan. Alam mo, dapat may school for relationship. Yung how to be a boyfriend, how to be a girlfriend. Pasok kayo sa school, kami magtuturo ni Conrad at Rina through our experiences. Meron din dapat school for how to be a husband and how to be a wife.
Unfortunately, there's none.
Dapat meron. Meron kaya.
We only go to those, I think, institutions when damage has been done.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Corrective measures.
yeah, and also third, the intervention and all of the
Church we have, they separate the girls from the boys. We learn how to be good wives,
Like,
good moms.
like during our time, we don't go to psychologists or psychiatrists. We go to the priest.
The priest.
The priest is the
Yes.
one that intervenes.
Pero
for you
wala
because
naman
he
siya
has
asawa.
He has no bias. There's no,
Walang experience, so how can he empathize?
no, but it doesn't require experience to advise.
Oh,
Doesn't mean that you cannot advise someone that this is the right thing to do just because you have not gone through it. Although experience plays a big role
yes.
in counseling.
Yeah. Because when you say, I know what you've gone through because I've gone through it.
Kaya yung sabi ng Paris priest,
Oh.
don't follow what I do, you follow what I say.
Ganun pala yun. But anyway, time, energy, boundaries. You protect your time. Because some people, husband minsan, yung oras mo. nag-antay ka na doon, pinaantay ka niya ng 5 hours o 3 hours and he expects you to be there until he arrives. Walang respeto yun. Alam mo, ginawa kong boundary ko kay Mr. Krag noon. When I'll meet you in the hotel, I'll meet you like this. Sabi ko, if you're not there 30 minutes, I made a rule. If one of us is late for 30 minutes, the person can leave. I will leave. So he will never be late.
But the story of my life,
Ano?
I've been waiting all my life.
What do you mean? Kasi traffic.
We
Shopping.
tried all sorts, like going to the office in the morning. Normally, the women they spend more time than
Yeah.
men. So I will only tell my wife, even today, mommy, if you're not yet finished, I'll be out there outside waiting for you. And you know why she will hurry up?
Yeah.
Because she knows I switch on the engine, I'll put on
Sayang
the
yung
air,
gas. You'll be there.
and, and knowing who she is, she will not tolerate wastage. So she will come out.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So wise giving people options, I believe,
So, yung
allows them to make a decision by themselves.
kasi may mga partners na sabihin, basta antayin mo ko dyan. Ha? Ay, hindi pwede sa akin yan. Yun, yung boundary mo, you can make that. Yung time mo, it's important to me. Yung mag-antay ka forever, yung hindi mo alam, basta dyan ka lang. May mga ganun.
Ako, ang ginagawa ko dyan, para hindi ako maghantay ng matagal, I will wait, but I will do something else. I will come back. For example, my wife knows that when I play golf, I leave at 5 o'clock in the morning, matatapos yun ng 10, 11, pero I will still stay around to, my friends, we talk about our game, and others, they would start putting out the bottle and they will go home at 5 or 6 o'clock. But that day is assigned to me. That's my me time. So my wife would not interfere with what I want to do on that day. And she knows. I do the same, you know. Can you imagine she goes to the to the beauty parlor
Ilang
and
oras na yan.
spends the whole morning.
Uh.
What are they doing to your hair?
Manicure, pedicure. No, to color the hair takes time.
No, the coloring is easy. It's treating it that will take a lot of
Yes,
time.
correct. They will do the treatment pa. But anyway, so going back sa ating love without boundaries can cause pain. So, kasi minsan nakakapagod, di
Yes,
ba?
absolutely.
Ang relasyon, pag ikaw lang lagi yung mas matalino, may emotional intelligence, yung laging nag-iintindi sa mga weaknesses ng partners mo or lalo na sa mga abuses niya. Okay, hindi lang physical, hindi lang emotional, intellectual, material, you know. So, nakakapagod ata yun, no,
Well,
Rain?
I could only wish now na yung mga taong nasaktan and those who are selflessly giving will find their match. Alam mo yun, yung parehas na nasaktan, it's because they would make really a power couple. I don't know, but they already understand the pain and struggle of being used, being the one who's giving. So I hope and pray for those people who are hurting right now.
Don't worry, you'll find your match.
Yeah.
Don't wait till you meet him or her in heaven.
Pero ibahin mo na yung match na yan, yung nagusto mo before, ibahin mo na yung character ng maging gusto. Opposite na.
Yes. And I think for that one, you have to be open of that brokenness that you had so that you will also compromise na eto yung nangyari sa akin. And this is what also happened to me. And can we do like iwasan na lang? So those are the compromising manners that you can do for you to be able also to achieve the love that you are yearning or maybe looking for.
Ako takot din ako sa lalaking temperamental.
Oh, yun. No,
So, red flag yan sa akin.
for
Yung
me,
madaling magalit sa traffic pa lang
there.
gusto niya makipagbarilan.
Yeah, that will get you into trouble.
What did you tell your son growing up how you would treat his wife or girlfriend?
It's very simple. I tell him that if you see me the way I treat your mom, that's how I want you to treat your woman.
Yung guy like that, monkey see, monkey do.
Yes,
Yeah.
because they learn first at home.
Correct,
So
true.
if they see that you don't respect your wife, they'll pick it up so quickly. No?
I agree with you kasi I did the research. Kasi dapat may doctor tayo nag-guest, si Dr. Lisa,
Mm.
hopefully next week. Kasi gusto ko sana siya magsabi na what causes a man to hurt women and chronically. Yung palagi mahilig siya mansakit. And according to my research, there's always a childhood trauma behind it. Nakita niya yung daddy niya na sinasaktan yung mommy niya lagi, na pati siya sinasaktan.
Yeah,
So pag may mistake or something unacceptable, hurting, nagre-result sila sa hurting.
yeah.
Oh.
Right.
So, yan lang ang one of the cause. And the other causes could be yung mother naman, has been very strict, keeps on slapping him and hurting the son all the time. Na this time na pag may nakita siyang imperfection at sumigaw yung wife, nahe-hurt. Nagagalit siya kasi may trauma nga. So, and the causes also is alcoholic. Pag alcoholic, yung lalaki, wala siya sa sense niya masyado all the time. And then when they are drug addicts. Yan naman yung mga talaga nananakit eh. I mean,
Yes.
I heard from a lot of stories like that. So yan, traumas and either they are
Also genetics perhaps. No, pagka-ugali ng
temperamental,
yeah, oo, pagka may ugali
mainitin.
Genetics is
parents.
only 10%. 40% is environment. If you subjected to the same thing, you will get accustomed to it. Akala mo normal.
Correct yun, oo. So, anyway, there's more to it. So, let's talk about that. Kasi gusto ko malaman, para malaman din natin na bakit yung bata at alagaan niyo yung mga anak niyo na huwag niyo ipapakita na inuumbag niyo, sinusuntok niyo yung wife. Kasi baka wife beater sila after that too, di ba?
Normally, like ako, I have observed how my father treated my mother.
Mm-mm.
Anything that I did like, I don't do today. I do it the exact opposite. My mother was always jealous of my father. So I tried to choose someone who is not jealous, who can communicate, who I can reason out. Because I think when you cannot reason out, that you cannot rationalize, that you're not free.
Mm.
And when you lose arguments, that's when you turn to violence. Because you cannot express it
Pag napuno ka na
pag
rin.
napuno ka na. Oo.
Oo. Saka pagod ka na sa pag-iintindi. 5 minutes na lang daw tayo. So at least you told us how to do it. I like that. Yung kung ano, paano ko ni tinatrato ang mami mo, dapat ganyan din ang pagtrato sa magiging girlfriend o asawa mo. That's a good one, right?
Yeah, and to my end, because I have growing kids, sabi ko sa kanila, whatever you see that is wrong, do not imitate it. And do not ever disrespect a woman or hurt a woman because that is my ultimate failure as your mother.
But
Mm.
in due respect to the others listening,
Mm-mm.
we never tell our children who to choose, who to select.
Of
But we made sure that they know what's right from what's wrong, and that they observe at home the things that should happen in their lives. I would tell my daughter, "Don't come home running to me that you're pregnant." That is a
Correct,
boundary
correct,
that
correct.
we
Oh yes.
no.
Sinet ko rin yan.
Pero I tell my son, don't just pick someone. Don't pick up the first one. Take your time. Ang problema naman, it took so much time.
Matagal masyado.
Tagal masyado.
Yung mga Gen Z, millennial, very mapili na sila ngayon ha. So anyway, since few minutes na lang tayo, sabi nila kahit mahal mo, kung nauubos ka na, hindi na yan healthy relationship. So, yung mga boundaries na non-negotiable mo, dapat sa courtship, doon na pinag-uusapan. At kung may panahon pa na gusto mo pang i-correct at makinig siya sa mga boundaries mo,
But in reality, hindi mo makikilala talaga yan
hanggang mag-asawa kayo
even for a
magkasama.
lifetime.
True.
You continue to learn this person. But for example, even at my age, some women or some younger women would say, I feel more secure when I'm with you. Why? Because I don't get caught by the policeman. I get what I want in government agencies. I feel more confident that I can get it done. But that's not the way it should be. There should be no shortcut. And if you have this feeling of confidence when you're already mature, that's a function of what you went through in your life. So nung bata ka, palagi kayo nag-aaway nung asawa mo. Anong mapipick up ng mga anak mo? They will also be immune
Yeah.
to those situations.
Correct. So dapat ang pag-aaway sa loob ng kwarto, I did that with Mr. Krag.
Yeah.
Christiana never heard us fight, always inside the room, not even the maids.
Mhm.
Pero yung second one, minsan, chismosa kasi sila. Yung wall, naririnig. But that should be the way. But anyway, wala na tayong time and we'll go proceed to the next.
I just want to get across
Okay.
that we don't isolate the children. We want them to see what is the real world.
And how
So,
to talk to each other
yes, so
properly.
yeah, and normally we do it over in the table, no, on the table when we're
Yeah.
eating. Then that quarreling is a natural thing among members of the family, but it should be done in a more agreeable way,
Yeah.
And that's why to us communication
It's
is
good.
very, very
That's why
important.
part of emotional intelligence is smart communication.
Yes, absolutely.
'Di ba? You communicate well what you want
Yeah.
across. Hindi yung sampalin mo para lang, oh, naintindihan mo na? Anyway, Rina, being young, again, yung younger self mo, kung you will live life again, anong i-advise mo towards life, love boundaries?
Okay, for that matter, I have been through a lot, and I think I'm coming from the wisdom of what I've experienced. If I will tell myself today, Rina, you have to love yourself first, respect yourself first, and value yourself first, and illuminate the same to that person you choose to love. And communication is transparent and should be there. There should always be an intention of protecting and caring both of you. So, respectfully, and whatever mistakes that you have done in the past, you got to be a better person for that person. And if he got lapses, be more than willing to compromise, be more than willing to say it, to figure it out, the problem, and talk about it. And at the end of the day, choose to love yourself, choose to love him, and be the foundation of both of you.
Ayan. So, Conrad, do you want to give few sentences?
Oh, I was just listening to a speech I delivered in Toastmasters while I was coming here, and there are three things that I learned from the talk. Number one, that in marriage or in any relationship, you cannot have your cake and eat it too.
Correct.
Number two, that if you fail, love is lovelier the second time around. You can train your heart to love. And number three, while first love never dies, true love lasts forever.
Oh,
True. I like that.
sweet.
So, bago tayo magtapos, kung may tumama sa mga puso ninyo sa aming usapan ngayong araw na to, huminga muna kayo kung naalala nyo. Kasi may mga trauma yun, mga iba nakikinig. Huminga tayo ng malalim. Pero piliin ninyo lagi ang sarili niyo. Bago kayo magmahal ng iba, mahalin niyo muna ang sarili niyo at huwag kalimutang mag-set ng boundaries and standards. Yung mga standards mo na hindi dapat kino-cross, hindi dapat siya negotiable, at hindi siya dapat ah, pwede. So, yung mga do's and don'ts, dapat klaro yan. Yung mga acceptable and non-acceptable, dapat klaro yan. At yung non-negotiable, lalo na, Rina, di ba? So, remember, Conrad, dapat sa'yo yan eh. Remember, mabasa mo?
Remember, love should not drain you. Kapag natatakot ka na o nahuubos, tulong ang kailangan, hindi pagtitiis. Protect your peace, protect yourself.
Ayan. So, salamat sa inyo, sa lahat na nanood sa amin sa live, sa TikTok at sa mga Facebook. Sa Facebook pala. So, sa susunod na episode, huwag kayong alis. Kaagad pag-usapan natin sandali ang emotional and physical abuse at yung trauma bonds. Bakit nagkakaroon ng bonding kahit na may trauma ka na sa suntok sa'yo. So, ingat palagi po. So, mahalin ninyo ang sarili lagi muna. This is Marlene Craig.
Dr. Conrad Barreras.
DJ Rina.
And thank you for watching. Don't forget, subscribe in our YouTube and also follow us on our FB page, Kamusta Ka Bagong Pilipinas. And I'd like to thank everyone, lalo sa ating technical crew ng Bagong Pilipinas Studios. Andito yung aming beautiful program director na si Miss Alice Avila. Thank you for being here. And ating mga technical crew sa teleprompter director natin, si Joseph Echano. At si Kuya Hans ngayon ang ating technical director, si Kuya Hans, and then ang ating cameraman, mga macho men, si Kuya RJ, and Kuya G-Mac is back. At Kuya G-Mac, this is your host, saying bye-bye. Wait for the next show.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Farewell for now.